What's going on, plugins? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Kentucky basketball and their 2023 recruiting class. Before we get into this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new here, sub to the channel and become a part of the family. Now let's get into the video. Could this be the season that Kentucky makes a deep run in March Madness or wins a national championship during the 2022-2023 season? Kentucky did good last season, going 26-8, but they lost in the first round of March Madness to St. Peter's, which is one of the biggest upsets in NCAA tournament history. That was the 10th time in tournament history that a 15 seed beat a 2 seed. Kentucky has made a deep run in March Madness for a few years now, but could this season be the turning point for them to return to their glory days and win it all? Kentucky has won a national championship since 2012 when they had Anthony Davis, which is arguably one of the best players in Kentucky history. Kentucky's 2022 recruiting class is ranked 5th. Cason Wallace and Livingston are two elite prospects who are going to be key pieces to Kentucky's success this season. A dude there is also part of this 2022 recruiting class. Let's take a deep dive into these freshmen and see what they can bring to this Kentucky team. First, let's talk about Cason Wallace, who is a 6'4" combo guard. He was a 5-star prospect, being ranked 8th by 24/7 Sports and 20th by ESPN. In his senior year, he averaged 19.9 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. He was named 2022 Texas Gatorade Player of the Year, Dallas Morning Player of the Year, and he was a McDonald's All-American. When it comes to being an elite offensive and defensive player, it doesn't get any better than Cason Wallace. He might be the best two-way guard in the 2022 class. On offense, he has a solid jump shot, and he has the skill set to make tough shots from anywhere on the floor. This is what separates him from a lot of prospects in the class. He can get to his spots without doing too much, and he can make tough shots. This can also be his downfall if he gets too tunnel vision with trying to make these tough shots, since he knows he's capable of making them whenever he wants. But with some good coaching by Coach Cal, he should be fine. I expect him to make a lot of tough shots for Kentucky at a high percentage. I guarantee some games this season, you're going to be like, how did he make that shot? He's just that talented of a player. He can catch tough passes and immediately pull up for a jump shot. He has solid footwork and a quick first step, and this helps him blow by defenders, but when he goes to the rim, he has great body control and he's explosive. If his jumper's not falling, he knows how to get to the rim and he can make tough layups. Now let's talk about his defense. He has a high basketball IQ and a high motor. He's a good on-ball defender with quick hands, which helps him get a lot of steals, and he knows how to get into the passing lanes. When it comes to defense, there's not too many 6-foot guards who can do the things he can do. He takes pride in playing defense. He's not out there taking plays off. He's going hard every play. On top of being a good defender, he's an elite rebounder, and his senior year he was getting 7 rebounds a game. That's impressive for a guard, so he's not afraid to go into the paint and grab rebounds. So Cason Wallace is an elite two-way player, and he's going to make Kentucky a great basketball team because on offense he can make tough shots from anywhere on the court, and on defense he's a good on-ball defender who can get steals and grab rebounds. So I expect him to be one of the best two-way guards in college basketball this upcoming season. Now let's talk about Livingston, who's a 6'6" small forward. He was a 5-star prospect and ranked 11th by 24/7 Sports and 12th by ESPN. During his senior year at Oak Hill, he averaged 18.2 points, 9.1 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 1.9 steals per game. He was the 2022 Virginia Player of the Year, and he was a McDonald's All-American. Offensively, he has a solid jump shot. He can shoot off the dribble. He can knock down shots from the mid-range, but he's a streaky three-point shooter. But if he's feeling it, he can make them at a high percentage. He has a nice post game, and since he's a big body, he can bully his way into the paint for a fadeaway jump shot or get to the rim for a layup. When it comes to one-on-one situations, he's a nightmare for defenders because he has elite footwork, and he uses this to his advantage to get to the rim, and when he gets to the rim, he never shies away from contact. He always embraces it. He can also create his own shot in one-on-one situations. He's an underrated passer. At times, he's making passes like a point guard out there. He knows how to read the defense and make the right passes, so that's an elite trait to have being a small forward. On defense, he should be the type of player that can guard multiple positions. He shouldn't have any problems guarding players on the perimeter. He can block shots and grab rebounds at a high level. So Livingston's a solid player. He can do a little bit of everything on the court. I expect him to average close to a double-double during his freshman season. The third player in the 2022 recruiting class for Kentucky is a dude Thero, who is a 6'6" guard. During his senior year, he averaged 23.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 3.9 steals, and 2.3 blocks per game. He was a 3-star prospect, and he was ranked 165 by 24/7 Sports. He has a lot of potential, and the rumor is he's still growing, fluent. I don't expect him to make a huge impact during his freshman season. I see him playing college basketball for 3 to 4 years, but he has a high ceiling. Kentucky also got a 7-foot center who reclassified to the 2022 class, Uganda Kingsley. He was a top 25 prospect in the 2023 class by all major scouting services. This past season, he averaged 11.4 points, 9 rebounds, and 5.7 blocks per game. He's going to be an elite defender in college. He can easily average 3 blocks per game. Coach Cal hasn't had a dominant big like this in a long time, so I expect Uganda Kingsley to have a huge impact right away. He's the type of player that can just take over and dominate, so he should be very exciting to watch during the season. I want to talk about a few players who should have a big impact this season, such as Antonio Reeves, who they just got in the transfer portal. He averaged 20 points per game last season. He was the first Illinois State player to average over 20 points per game in a season since 2001. Kentucky's men's basketball team went to the Bahamas to play a few games, and he was the team's leading scorer with 17 points per game, shooting 52% from the field, 51.9% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. He was good at catching and shooting the ball, and he was knocking down threes. In one of the games, he dropped 22 points and made 4 3-pointers, and he won MVP. So it looks like Kentucky won big in the transfer portal. Oscar Sheepway is coming back for his senior year. He was the National Player of the Year, and he racked up a lot of awards during his junior year, so this is huge for Kentucky that he's coming back for one more year. It's a lot of talent surrounding him this season, so this team should be able to make a deep run with him leading the pack. He doesn't have to be that player who has to carry the scoring load and be the superstar of the team, but I expect him to put the team on his back when it matters the most. Damian Collins looks like he's ready to have a breakout year during his sophomore season. You can tell he's been working hard on his game based on how he looked in the Bahamas. He was looking real explosive out there, and he was putting people on posters. He was in his bag, so hopefully he carries that confidence into the season. Jacob Toppin also looks like a player who's ready to have a breakout year. He had a double-double one game with 12 points and 11 rebounds, and 2 days later, he dropped 27 points, and he was letting it fly from 3, hitting 5 3-pointers. Coach Cal has a lot of talent on his roster, and he should be able to make some noise this season. The 2 elite freshmen, Cason Wallace and Livingston, and the transfer Antonio Reeves should put them over the top. They should definitely make it out the first round. It won't be a repeat of last season. As long as Coach Cal gets the most out of his 2 superstar freshmen, the sky's the limit for this team. Plugins, do y'all think this Kentucky team can make a deep run in March Madness? Let me know in the comments. Kentucky fans, drop in the comments. How do y'all feel about this team? Make sure y'all drop a like on the video and sub to the channel. I might keep making more college videos like this, so drop some college teams in the comments. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I post. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.